If you are still doing your phishing simulation manually, then you are losing a lot of time and money. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in today's video I'm going to teach you guys how to use Gophish and Ngrok to perform phishing simulations in your organization. So let's dive into it. Gophish helps you to automate the entire process of phishing simulation in your organization. It gives you real data and it helps to make phishing simulation very easy to perform. So let's move to it. So the first thing we need to do is to download Gophish and also Ngrok. Because I've downloaded Gophish, so there's no need for me to start downloading it from the beginning. Just go to your Chrome and type Gophish. You're going to download it, and also the same thing with Ngrok, because that's the two tools we'll be using for this phishing simulation. So this is my Gophish. After you downloaded your Gophish, it's going to look like this. So what you have to do is to unzip it. So if you unzip it, if you click on it, you're going to see this Gophish application. Then click on it to extract all of them, and you're going to see this. So I want to add it to my document, or you can save it anywhere, or you can rename it and still save it in your download folder. So you click on extract. Let's give it time to extract. So after you finish extracting it, it's going to look like this. So what you need to do is to run the application. So this is it. I'm going to click on it. It's coming up. So as you can see how it looks like. So here it gave us the admin. It gave us the admin server. Okay. So what I have to do is run this admin server. So let me copy it. It gave us the admin server and phishing server. So if I copy it and I'll paste it here. So if you're a first timer, it is going to give you an admin, because I've run it before. Okay, it's going to give you here that you can see the admin server. It's going to give you a password and a username to use. So once you type in the admin server, you're going to see the Gophish screen, and my screen is like this because I've run it before. And you're going to see an admin and the password that they're going to generate for you here. Once you put it in, you will now have to add. There will not be a pop-up for you to input your own password, for you to reset the password. So because I've done all these things, you're not going to see it, but that's the process you are going to follow when you get to your own stage. So let me put in the password that I have already changed, and here I have this dashboard. So this is how the Gophish phishing simulation looks like. So we are going to start from email. We're going to start from email, setting it up. So the first thing we need to do is users and group. I've already set up this campaign, so let's add another campaign. I want to add that I can name it. From the first one I did, you can see that I named it market. Maybe you want to fish people in marketing department, or you can choose to fish HR department, that's human resources. So maybe you are fishing them for, I think this is the last quarter of the year. Okay, so you can choose to do for quarter 4 fishing, or you can name it anything that you use, because in a real sense you're going to be like, you have, if you are working for a company that has lots of departments and people, so you'll be like, you have a lot of groups and a lot of people, because from our security awareness training that I thought that what you give to these people, what a particular department will fall to, will not be the same thing that another department would fall to. So that's how it works. So this, let me just say that this is for HRs, and you add your name. I'm going to use my name, and I'm going to use another email. Let me use this one. And this is the email. You add person's position. Let me add HR. Then you add the person. So this HR now is in this group. So there are different groups. Then what you need to do is to save it. You can also add, when you save this one, you can also add more person. You have added the first person. You can also add more, add as many people as you can, as many people that are working in that department. So this is one department, and you can save it. If you also want to do a general phishing simulation, you can name it general phishing simulation and add everybody that is in that organization. After the adding users and groups, the next thing you have to add is email templates. This email template is the email they are going to receive. As you can see, I have for quarter 3, because I did this thing in quarter 3, and you can see new templates. First of all, you have to give it a template name. So let me name it templates quarter 4, because I'm making this video in October. And the second one is senders. I have a write-up that I have here to make it easier for us to add. So I'll copy this. So this part is your first name and the email sender that is going to send them the email. So in a real world, you're going to be using your company. They're going to buy a domain that actually looks like your company's own. Or even if you're doing phishing simulation for any other thing, you have to buy a domain that looks like the people that you're impersonating. If you're doing it for your company, you have to buy a domain that looks exactly like your company, so that they'll know that, they'll feel like or think that it's coming from your company. So, but for this example, I'm going to be using my email. Then add subject of the email. So depending on what you are doing, so your subject can be anything that that is going to be catching, like bonus, like end of the year bonus, or leave, or anything that is coming from anything at all, or click on this link to win a prize. Anything that that is going to catch them will be something that is going to be your subject. We all know what a subject of an email is, so yeah. Then the next thing we have is, okay, let me go to my Gemini. There's this email template that we can use. So let's use this. I think this will be more better. So we have tests. You can add normal tests, but I like using this HTML test. You can just add it. So it says you can review the full application package and required from here. So this is a link. So this is how you embed, you add in the link, so that when they click this link, it's going to take them to the landing page. This is how it looks like. Click here to view the quarter 3 promotion application document. So if you are not familiar with writing code, you can easily go to Google and tell Google to write a code for this particular thing, and I'm trying to phish this particular department. Give me a catching email that I can add in my Gophish. So it's actually very simple to walk around. Or you can actually import an existing email. For me, just like I've said, I like using this HTML. So you save the template. So we have two templates here now. The first one I created before making this video, and the second one. Then after that, you go to the second page, which is this. Let's get a new one. So landing page, let's name it Q4. So I love to, let me just import sites. More like this landing page is when they click on the link, which site will it take them to? If they click on this link, on the link in the email, where will it take them to? If it's like all these bad guys, they're going to insert, this is where they'll have to insert a malicious link. But because you are phishing, is a safe place, phishing simulation is a safe place for them to fail and take correction. You don't have to like do anything like that, just have to like insert. You can do something like, oh, you click on this, you click on this phishing email and you can create a site where you can like, that can take them to, oh, you click on this phishing email and you fail the test. But for, let me just use, let me just add any site. Let me add this site, google.com. So let me import it. So if you click on any, if you add any site, it is going to import. So if you look at it, you can see this is Google homepage because I added Google. So that's how the import site is. And if you don't want to import sites, if without importing this Google, you can see there's also an option for you to like write it manually with HTML code to write your landing page yourself. Which, if you don't want to import sites, you can actually go to any chat you are using and ask them to like get a landing page for where people will click on, where people will land when they click on my phishing simulation email, and also use it get it that way. So what we're going to do next is to save the page. The next thing we have is sending profile, and this part is very, very important. So if you get to the sending profile, you add the name. The name is very important because when you have like a lot of things going on in this dashboard, so you need to like to differentiate them properly. So the first thing you need to have is SMTP from. This SMTP is your email. Let's get there. Then sending profile. So this SMTP is your email. So this is my email. I have to write it out because I don't want to be typing it manually. Then we have the host. The host is smtp.example.com. So the port number here is 587. That's my email port number. Then we have username. So my username will still remain my email. That's my username. That's my username. Then password. For you to get this password, this is your email password, but it's not your normal email password. For you to change this password, you have to go to your email, go to settings, and just search app password. If the app password comes up, you have to like, there will be a space for you to like verify it is you. After the verification, then you now have to like type the name of the password, give it like in my own, I added Gophish. They will now generate a password I can only use in this Gophish. So let me type in the password manually. Let me type in the password manually. Coming. Just give me some time. Okay, so I've typed in the password. So after typing the password, you can also do testing to know if it is actually working. Let's test it to know if this setup is working. Okay, it worked, so let's go and check it out. Okay, so this is how the email looks like. Default email from Gophish, it worked. So this is how it looks like, and it worked. So let's continue. So because this worked, we're going to save it. We're going to save this profile because it's for it to work. It shows that the profile is properly set up. So now let's set up our campaign. To set up our campaign, let's start from here. Give it a campaign name. Of course, we are working with Q4 promotion. Select templates. We have 2 templates too. If this is a reward, you're going to have lots, up to like 10, 15 templates, depending on how large your organization is. So you're going to be using Q4 because that's the one we are doing now. Then select the same thing with landing page. You're going to still be using Q4. Then before we get to this URL, that is where Ngrok comes in. Before we get to this URL, let's finish setting up this place. So then we have sending profile. Just like I've said, if it's a reward, you have lots of sending profile. So this is Q4 group. So there are 2 groups. You can decide to add plenty groups, as many as you want, maybe 1, 2, or 3. You set the phishing destination for 2 or 3 groups, or you can decide to choose only 1 group. So let's go with only Q4. So before you launch the campaign, that is where Ngrok comes in. So let's get to Ngrok. So this is Ngrok that I downloaded. So what you have to do now is to run it. This is the application. After downloading, you're going to extract it. When you extract it, you're going to get this application. Then you run it. So this is how the Ngrok looks like. So as a first timer, let me get there. You're going to open an Ngrok account. When you open the Ngrok account, you're going to link it, do the linking. The linking is very quite, you just open the account and just follow the step-by-step guide, and you're going to link it. After linking it, you're going to get to this setup and installation. This is where you have to copy this first one and place it, go to the Ngrok terminal and place it here. Very simple, and run it. Okay. I added this 80 because we are working with port 80. We are working what Gophish gave us is port 80. So when you click on it, when you type Ngrok HTTP 80, because that's the phishing server that we have, it is going to take us here. So what you have to do is to copy this and paste it in this URL like this. If you're working in a reward, the domain that you got and the hosting is what you are going to use for this thing. But because I don't have it, and this is just a a training and just a setup. There's no need for that. And also, you also want to do it and you don't have money to get all those things, can also use this method. So now let us create our campaign. Because I've added everything, what we need to do now is to say launch campaign. Are you sure? Yes, launch. Okay. The email is sending. So once the email sent, we are going to get email sent here. Let's refresh it. Okay, email sent. As you can see, it says email. So let me check. You can see it here. Okay. You can see it here. This is the subject, action required, review of quarter 4 promotion, and this is the email. So let's click on it. So because we used Ngrok to host it, so this is Ngrok. But if it's in everybody, there's no need to take them to this place. It's going to take them straight to Ngrok site, to the site. So this is the Google that I added. So Gophish is quite easy to use. So let's refresh it. So when I refreshed it, I can see email sent, email opened, click link. If like I have added something like maybe for them to input the data, maybe a form for them to input the data and also to report the email, you're going to see it here. So this shows, this is what is going to tell you that, okay, this email have been sent to this person and this person have actually opened this email. And okay, the person opened the email and clicked on it. So you also use it to just, not just like to phish them, but also to track record. So as you can see, the stats, it shows email clicked. If they submit the information, it will show submitted. If they reported the email without submitting the information, it will also show here for each individual. So this is how Gophish works and how to also use Ngrok for it. So that is the end of my video. If you find this video interesting, click on if you find this video interesting, comment and also tell me about the next video you'd like me to do, and I'm going to do it. So bye.